Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be showing you how to put together these adorable little altered paper clips. Now these are just meant to be cute and fun little decorative ribbon pieces that you can add to the side of your journal page, or maybe clip onto a pocket or an ephemera piece, or give away as a gift maybe. Just kind of a fun little quick project, a good way to get rid of scraps and spend an afternoon. Alright, so I actually already went ahead and put together this first one here as like a prototype just to kind of get a feel for what I wanted to do. But for today's project, I would recommend, obviously you'll need paper clips, but also some little decorative bits and bobs, maybe some ephemera pieces or scrap pieces to use to decorate with. And you might also want to grab some ribbon. I have some like 1/8 inch ribbon here, as well as these like 1 inch to 2 inch ribbons. It really just kind of depends on the size of your paper clip. Most likely you'll need like a 1 inch ribbon. I also don't recommend using anything woven or like too thick or stiff. The thinner pliable ribbon is better. That's something I kind of figured out the hard way. But of course, if you have scraps you want to use, feel free to just use whatever you have on hand and make it work for you. And if you don't have any fabric, you can just use paper. I'm actually going to use a mix of both paper and ribbon for today's project. And something to keep in mind about your paper clips is that whatever direction this sort of center piece is pointing, like the curved edge is pointing, is the direction it's going to clip onto your page. So just keep that in mind. Also, when wrapping ribbon or paper around the paper clip, we want to use the longer end, of the paper clip, not the shorter end, otherwise it's going to slip off. So just keep that in mind as we work here. To start, you can kind of choose any ribbon you like or paper, and it can be any length. So it's kind of up to you what you want for your personal project or journal you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and keep most of my little paperclip ribbons here probably about 2.5–3 inches long at the most. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball the length I need, fold my ribbon in half, and cut a strip of it. And yes, I am using that woven ribbon because I didn't know any better at the time, but it is going to cause me some pain later. So do as I say, not as I do. Thin ribbon is best. And I'm going to cut my ribbon at kind of an angle, and this is just so that it looks a little more interesting and you can kind of see more of my layers. I don't want my pieces to all be the same length, width, or type of ribbon, otherwise it just doesn't look as interesting. So layers are going to be our friend here. And I also want a little bit of contrast, so I'm going in with this lighter, thinner ribbon, and this is going to be my longest piece here, so I'm just going to kind of measure it to be a little bit longer than my last strip. And again, to add some interest and make it look more like a classic ribbon, I'm going to create this little V cut or triangle cut at the ends of the ribbon here. So just go ahead and use some fabric scissors to make 2 little cuts, just making kind of like a little V or triangle at the bottom. And that's going to make this look just a little bit more like a decorative award ribbon or something like that. And just give it a little more shape and make it a little more interesting. And for my third and final layer, I'm going to use some scrap paper, and I'm just going to tear it down so that it's thin enough you can see the ribbon behind it. Again, we want to see our layers, not cover them up. So I'm going to kind of measure it out and make it a little bit shorter than my center layer here. Every layer gets a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter as they go from back to front. And now that I have sort of all of my layered pieces for the base, it is time to attach them to the paper clip. Now, this is going to be easier the thinner your ribbon is. You could maybe just, wad it up and sort of thread it through one end of the paper clip and then kind of pull it until everything is, the proper length. And you want it to be sort of smooth and just kind of glide over the paper clip like this. If your ribbon is too wide, you might need to trim it down to fit. And it's kind of just a process of threading each layer through and straightening them as you go. It's just kind of a little bit of a finicky thing here, so you just kind of have to work with it. It is easier if you don't have really thick pieces like this one. Almost didn't fit, and also because of the texture kept getting caught on the paperclip end, so that's why I really don't recommend this. But it's what I already had, so I decided to just kind of work with it And you can start from the back layer and go to the front, or you can start with the front layer and go to the back. It's just sort of up to you. And just take your time and kind of, you know, straighten all of the pieces out and move them around until things are layered and look nice. I do think if you just want to use paper, that would probably be the easiest, to be honest with you. It slides through really easy and just folds over without any hassle. So I think in the future I might want to try doing one of these with just paper scraps, but for now I'm just going to kind of continue with what I have. And you can see that they kind of want to pop open, like the layers sort of want to open up awkwardly. So to keep everything together, I'm going to use a staple, and I'm going to add this just underneath the bar of the paperclip and at the very top of all of our ribbon layers. And I wasn't sure if my stapler would be strong enough to go through all of these layers, but actually it worked just fine, so that is grand. And now we have a sort of nicer, flatter looking little paperclip ribbon here. Now you might find that some of the layers, including like this little paper one here, want to like curl back. So to keep that flat, I'm just going to add a little bit of Fabri-Tac glue and just glue it down to the ribbon underneath it, and that's going to keep it from popping up. And to hide my staple and add just a little bit more contrast and color to the ribbon, I'm going to add just, or not to the ribbon, but to the paperclip, I'm going to add this ribbon here, and I am going to cut like another little triangle cut in the bottom of it, and it left this sort of little awkward tassel, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to leave it. And I'm just going to glue that piece down to my paper, and that's going to kind of hold it in place and cover up that staple. And now we can move on with our decorating. So I'm just taking some little journal words and little tiny scrap ephemera pieces that I have, like this little ticket, and I'm going to glue that down along with some wooden stars and a little bow. Now the bow and the stars you can find in our Amazon influencer shop, so that's linked down in the description box if you're interested. And I will try to put a link for some journal words and mini ephemera if you are interested in picking any of that up for decorating. But anything you have on hand should work, and when you're done, you now have this cute little scrappy paperclip ribbon. So I really liked how this one turned out. Of course, I only decorated the front. I didn't decorate the back since it's going to lay flat in the journal anyway, but you can certainly do so if you want. For my last paperclip here, I'm going to grab a little bit of craft paper, and I'm going to make one of my layers out of that, just kind of tear it to size. And then I have some masking tape I'm going over with some distress ink. Now I used masking tape in a recent video project for some envelopes that I decorated, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. And that's kind of where I found out that you could use distress ink on some masking tape and make like a really cute, scrappy, sort of junky ephemera piece here. So I'm going to just add a layer of that on top of my craft paper and go over the edges with some distress ink. Again, this is optional, I just liked the way it looked. And for one of my other layers here, I grabbed some ribbon, and I'm going to actually cut the bottom of it to make like tassels, sort of. I just wanted to have a little bit more texture to my ribbon, so this is one way of doing that. And I'm going to layer this along with another sort of lacy ribbon I have here. And these are going to become the layers for my base. And I did cut another V-cut into the white lace ribbon, but I ended up thinking it looked too much like a fishtail, and I just couldn't get it out of my head, so I ended up cutting that off later. I just don't like it. But of course I'm holding everything together again with a staple, sort of the same process here of gluing down layers to make sure they don't curl up. And then to cover up my staple, I'm using just a scrap piece of sort of neutral colored paper, and I'm just going to fold that over and glue that down as well, and that'll create my final sort of base layer to hide the staple and add a little bit more color and interest to the ribbon. And then for decorating, again, going in with some little ephemera pieces, and I'm just going to kind of glue it at a bit of an angle here, just to kind of add to the scrappiness, if you will. And I will layer a journal word on top of that, as well as some of those wooden stars again. And I have this little like fabric flower and some buttons, and I'm just going to kind of layer these pieces up. And you can get really creative and really decorative and add lots of little pieces, maybe some dangles or beads or however you want to do it. This is just kind of my quick and simple method for today's video. And to finish it off, I've got this little piece of twine here that I have folded in half, and I'm gonna loop it through one end of my paper clip, just like this, and then tuck the loose ends through a loop in the ribbon like this and pull it tight. And then I'm gonna use these loose ends to tie a little bow, and that's just for decoration and fun. Something to keep in mind though when you are making like a little bow on top of your paper clip is that it might want to slide around. And to prevent it from sliding off, something that I like to do is kind of pull it over to the far edge of my paperclip like this. And that way when you add it onto the page, it doesn't slide off the end. And then you can just kind of adjust it afterwards like that. All right, so there you go. That is all 3 of our little paper clips decorated and done for today's video. I hope that you got some inspiration and enjoyed crafting along with me, and will maybe give this project a try. Keep an eye out in the future here. I'm going to be making a journal that has these in it, as well as some other projects that I've done this month. So make sure you go back, watch those, follow along, and then maybe you can craft with me when we make the journal in the future. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!